Chapter 2. Ain't No Mountain High Enough. I could not differentiate boot camp from prison. We were held against our will, locked into military barracks, and fed horrible institutional food. We were awakened at 6 a.m. with a blaring bugler playing reveille over a distorted sound system. The bright lights were startling. We were screamed orders of what to do every minute of every day, as if we had been misbehaving small children. The military priorities were ludicrous. It was also very important to have shined shoes. You were punished if you didn't have your shoes properly shined to a mirror finish. We would spend 30 minutes shining our shoes to a ridiculous luster. The bed-making requirement was comically stringent. Hospital corners all around, and the drill sergeant had to be able to bounce a quarter off the top surface. Standing at attention was simply a ridiculous way to stand. The feet are side by side right together. You could be pushed over with a feather. Standing at rest was a joke. The feet had to be exactly so far apart, the hands sternly placed in the small of the back, head held high, not restful in any way. You were supposed to jerk from one position to the next with a robotic snap. The rank of private is the lowest, the rank of general the highest. It's all upside down and farcical. I think they may do it deliberately to keep the soldiers disoriented. I had been a jogger before going into the Army, so on the daily forced runs I was fortunately able to keep up with the pack. I really felt bad for those unfortunate buck privates who couldn't keep up. They were relentlessly humiliated by the screaming drill sergeants. They were called maggots and far worse. The overweight ones were particularly singled out. I felt so humiliated for them. I could not understand how any human being could treat another human being with this kind of nastiness. There are no soft soldiers. Basic training sees to that. The soft ones are either hardened or they are broken. I heard grown men sobbing in their bunks late at night. My first 3 days of basic training were really shocking to me. Fortunately, I had packed music manuscript paper as one of the few possessions I was able to bring with me, so I retreated into writing some music in the free time they gave us. There was a melody I had written buzzing in my head. I felt like I had to write it down. It was so catchy. I remember being very excited about that melody. When I finally had it written down, I was humming it to myself, out loud, I guess, because one of the other recruits came up and said, "I love that song." I was thrilled and proudly announced, "Thank you, I just wrote it." He mockingly laughed and said, "No, you idiot, that's Diana Ross's Ain't No Mountain High Enough." I was really embarrassed at the time. Yet later on, whenever I would hear Diana Ross singing that song on the radio, I would feel like I owned a small piece of it.